Listen, these same
Enlightened.
1850 principles that people been saying year after year after year. You go to any. These are
Why you
surface
keep saying
level. This
1850s
because
principles?
this
It's
this
because
was
you want to
invented.
have something benefit
No,
you when you want it to
no,
benefit you and
no.
not when you don't.
That's a woman.
You got to
Don't
pay the
confuse me
cost
with
to
a
be the
woman.
boss.
Don't come. Okay, for one, I don't have to pay anything to be the boss because I'm a born boss. That's what you gotta let these
No,
women know.
bosses, you got to
No,
earn the title
bosses.
of being a
No, you
boss.
don't.
You're not
Bosses
born
are
a boss.
born.
Nah, nobody is
Listen.
born a boss.
Yes, you are. Yes, see that's surface level. Listen,
That
you
ain't
gotta
surface
understand.
level.
That's very surface level because you gotta think.
It's
For one,
one-on-one.
for one. Good evening. Welcome to your new favorite podcast, MatterFactly. This is our Love Hate Matter series. I'm the critic,
And I'm the analyst.
and we welcome to a unique viewer perspective on love and relationships. We're here to discuss and offer our advice and perspective as male and female best friends on a variety of dynamic love situations. So get your dinner, get your dessert, and come in and join us.
Yes, and we definitely want your opinion and perspectives too. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Come on, join the family. And make sure you comment down below also to join in on the conversation. So without any further ado, we're going to jump right into today's topic. So today's topic we have for you all today that I can't wait to discuss with my co-host, the critic, is who should pay on the first date? So who should pay on the first date?
Well, critic here, I'm just going to brace everybody, let everybody know that.
Brace everybody for the foolishness.
A woman would say something like that. Anyways, listen, all I know is I feel like this. The first date should be decided who pays based upon the guys and the females' enjoyment of the meal. I feel like, you said what?
You said who pays should be based on your enjoyment of the meal.
Yes, if I'm a guy, if I ask you on a date and then I don't enjoy myself, why then should I still feel obligated to pay for your meal when I'm not feeling your conversation, you're not entertaining me, you're not being a part of a conversation. It takes two people to have a conversation, as well as, if I didn't enjoy myself, if I didn't enjoy a meal, like if I didn't enjoy the food, I'm not going to then still pay for the food because I don't like the food, okay? And I feel like that a lot of that does stem from how much the meal is as well, because...
What? Look, before you even get to that, I got to comment on that first part. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is really, really hard to sit and listen to your perspective because I totally, completely, 100,000, 10 million%, even though that's not a number, disagree. Listen, you cannot go into a date, ask somebody on a date, and then be like, oh, based on my enjoyment of this meal, that's going to determine whether or not I pay for the date. No, whoever asks the person on the date, they should pay for the date. And usually that is the man. But you can't, for example, say if you go on a date with a girl and...
That's what you'll be going on a date with, a little girl. Go ahead.
No, see, being disrespectful. But anyways, if you go on a date with a girl, with a woman, and the date just, everybody is nice and kind, but y'all just don't click. You can't then decide I'm not going to pay for the meal based on that. And I can see again, like if a person was like really, really rude or something like that, just completely out of character, then, maybe you might not want to pay for that date. But as a general rule, like if you invite somebody on a date, you can't be like, well, based on whether or not I'm feeling you still by the end of the night, that's going to determine whether or not I pay. That's not... That ain't no home training.
You say a training? Hold on,
training.
So we're training people now?
No. Home training in terms of, are you a gentleman? Are you a person of character and
just
respect?
because you don't want to pay for a meal of someone that you're not in a relationship with, that means that you're not a gentleman? Is that what we're saying?
No, if you invite a lady out on a date and then you just not feeling them at the end of the date, nothing, they're not rude, they're not nasty, nothing like that. It's just that y'all didn't click. You can't. You don't decide at the end. You should be.
How can you not? How can you not decide? You can decide whatever you want to decide.
You should be embarrassed as a man if at the end of the day you don't pay just because y'all not feeling each other.
You should feel embarrassed as a man if you allow some, I guess, 1850s principles to affect your decisions now in 2020. Okay, for one, if I go on a date with you and you're not feeling it, guess what? You have a right to do whatever you choose. And I also have a right to do what I choose. If I choose to still pay for the meal, that's absolutely fine and marvelous. But if I choose to not pay for the meal, that doesn't make me less of a man, less of a person.
It does absolutely make that person less of a man. Absolutely.
Listen, listen,
completely. Because you're supposed to be a person of character.
Okay, so I'm not a man of character because I don't want to spend my money on something.
Okay, if you invite somebody out on a date, if you do the inviting, you're supposed to pay. If you do the inviting, you're supposed to pay. And then at the end of the day, just because, yes, you are supposed to pay. Yes, okay. Etiquette.
It's no such thing as supposed to. Yes, so you can't go into, for one, you can't go into a date with preconceived notions about anything.
Yes, you can.
No,
what do you mean?
If
I'm on a date with somebody, I expect them to be a gentleman. I expect them to pay. And I expect them to come looking presentable. Yeah, I come with expectations and to treat me with respect.
So what about God's expectations? What are they?
Yeah, God comes with expectations too. He's
so if you don't meet my expectations, I then have a right to spend my money or not spend my money. Correct?
No,
Isn't that what you do? Isn't that what you do if you go somewhere and it's not up to par? Would you still pay for something that is subpar? That's a yes or no question. That's a yes or no question.
If you go somewhere and you just so happen
y'all see she just skipped over because.
No, you asked me a question. I'm trying to answer it, but I don't got to answer it because I think it's a silly question in the first place. I can go on to my next point. Listen,
these are not valid points. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm gonna answer your question. I'm saying that if I go somewhere and I don't enjoy the food, but I got exactly what I ordered, nothing was wrong with it. Like it wasn't burnt, it wasn't, I didn't get the wrong order. Like I just so happened to did not like it. Yeah, you have to pay for it. You ordered it, but if it comes and it's burnt and it's completely not what I ordered or it's undercooked or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then no, I don't got to pay for that. And just so I feel like same with, if I invite somebody on a date and, we just not each other's cup of tea, then I still got to, you still got to,
okay.
You still should pay.
But why? That makes absolutely no sense. And any principle other than what benefits the woman, that makes no sense whatsoever. In any form of life, any other form of life, where would you tell somebody, hey, this doesn't meet your expectations, yet you should still spend money on it? So you tell me if you have a car or you have a house and this house doesn't meet your expectations, are you still supposed to pay?
No, that's just like if let's just like if you have a house and you decide, hey, I want to paint it this shade of blue, but then when it's painted that shade of blue, you don't like. Listen, you still have to pay for it. But listen, we get off base there. Listen, I think this is how I feel about who should pay for the date. I feel like the man should pay for the date. I feel like you're a man, you got to be a man.
Oh, see, no.
Let me say my thing. I will give you the opportunity to say what you're saying. Let me have my thing. This is what I'm saying. I feel like you're a man, act like a man, be a man. This is my expectations, okay? This is my expectations if I go on a date. If you're a man, act like a man. I'm a lady, I'm act like a lady. And so this is what I expect. Now, every woman doesn't feel that way, and that's completely fine. Everybody should date people who meet their expectations of the person they want to date.
Exactly. So
listen, if I ran across a man that had that attitude, he not the one for me no ways. You know what I'm saying?
See that? There you go.
You interrupted me. I can't even get my full opinion out. I can't even tell the good people out there, what the analyst thinks on this topic. It is a hot topic. We don't agree. if y'all can't tell already or whatever. But listen, you're the man. I feel like you should pay. You're the man. You gotta act like the man. You gotta come with it. You want me to treat like a man? You gotta come with it. That's how I feel, and that's how I feel. But listen. But I also feel at the same time, if you're the person who did the inviting, then you have to pay. So ladies, I feel like if you invited the guy out on a date, then I feel like you have to pay. But look, and another thing I wanted to get, but if you don't put it this way, but if you don't feel that way, you don't have to do that. I'm just telling you how I feel in terms of what I expect, in terms of, not all women, you feel that way. Now, of course, as a woman, you still bring your money, your stuff, because you don't know how some of these dudes, apparently some of these dudes out here, they may invite you out on a date and then they decide they don't like you and then stick you with the bill at the end of the date, ladies. So you got to make sure of course, that's just a responsible thing to do.
You know what?
All adults. But
you know what?
Yeah.
As the critic, I'm going to have to enlighten the public and the people. Listen, these same 1850 principles that people have been saying year after year after year. You go to any. These are surface
Why you keep
level.
saying 1850s principles? It's because you want to have something benefit you when you want it to benefit you and not when you won't.
That's a woman.
You got to pay the cost to be the boss.
Don't come. Okay, for one, I don't have to pay anything to be the boss because I'm a born boss. That's what you gotta.
No, bosses. You gotta earn the title of being a boss. No, you don't. You're not born a boss. No, nobody is born a boss.
Yes, you are. Yes, see, that's surface level. Listen,
that ain't surface level.
That's very surface level because you gotta think.
It's one-on-one.
For one, women, I respect women. I admire women. I look up to women. One of my favorite people in the world is a woman. But guess what, though? You are not only God's gift to the world. Okay? God made men as well as he made you. So what you need to understand is...
I know where you're going with this, and no.
You go on a date, you're not the only one on that date. You're not the only one who matters. Okay? Both of you matter.
Who pays is not about who matters. Of course, you both matter. That's not an indication of who matters.
Listen, if I don't enjoy myself, I have a right to not pay and not be called names.
No, you have that right to do that.
So, you know what?
Yes, you would be less of a man if you don't pay. You would be.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like, listen, this is what it sounds like. You know how you always try to say, oh, dudes always sitting up there getting mad when women have standards. Okay, I have a standard of who I want to pay for.
Well, listen, you can have a standard of who you want to pay for. Listen, you can have a standard of who you want to pay for, but we just saying what's right and what's wrong. I feel like the person, if they're nasty, rude, mean, acting all crazy and stuff like that, yes. But if you had a respectable date, and y'all just didn't happen to click, but they were kind and everything, then
so basically what you're saying is if we basically decide that we are better off as friends, then we should, you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah, so what the friends do? So what? No.
Women can't say what a gentleman is. Women.
What you mean? I don't know what a gentleman is.
No, a man cannot say what a woman is, and a woman can't say what a man is. Okay. This crossover does not work. Okay. A man is who he decides to be in that current moment. And I'm deciding to be a person who doesn't want to pay. And
you know what? That's fine. You could be that kind of man, but that would not be the kind of man for many women. And that's fine. You know what? You would just have to find the person that clicks on the same level.
Because the women who I'm going to date are going to be enjoyable women. Okay. If just because I don't want to pay for an unenjoyable woman doesn't mean that I'm just gonna have plenty of dates. Okay. If you listen, only way you would be offended by what I'm saying is if you're an unenjoyable woman. Okay, that's the only way. If you're an enjoyable woman, you would be clapping and applauding me for actually giving y'all the respect that y'all deserve. The women out there who have great conversation, come looking good, come feeling good.
A woman gonna do that anyways. Come looking good.
For one, that's not a given. Okay.
Well, look, listen. That brings me to this point. I just want to get this in before we have to go to our next segment. But I'm so glad you mentioned a woman looking good, smelling good, because that's the other thing too. Men, men out there. Yes, I'm talking to the men out there. Okay, y'all pay for dates, stuff like that. And, you know, hats off and salute to my gentlemen out there that pay for dates. But listen, women spend way more money invested and put into a date than a man ever does 9 times out of 10. Let me finish. Let me finish real quick. Okay, but look, let me finish though. Let me just give me 15 seconds. We pay for our hair, our nails. We be buying new outfits. We be smelling good. We be putting way more time investment and money investment into the date. And so when you go, you take us out to dinner and you spend, I don't know, whatever. I'm not gonna put a number out there. I bet you that woman spent more money making sure okay, a woman gonna do their part. They're gonna come looking good, smelling good. You know what I mean? They're gonna come looking like a snack. You know what I'm saying? A little snack.
Nah.
Okay?
So negative.
They're gonna see, and so that's the woman's part, in my opinion, and the man's part is that they pay. And of course, I do have my other caveat, ladies. If you did the inviting, then you pay. That's how I feel. I'm a more.
So you just listen.
Pay
so,
if you're the man, or you pay if you did the inviting.
This is
the first date, though. Oh wait, let me finish. I just want to clarify. This is the first day. I'm not talking about who may pay or not pay down the road. But first date, traditionally, I feel a man should pay, or woman, ladies, if you invite it, you should pay. Okay. I want to go ahead. I'm listening, Critic. I'm listening.
What
it's
you're
hard,
saying
but
a
I'm
contradiction? Listening. You just said that women spend more money getting ready for the date. So even if a woman still spends that amount of money on the date, yet she's the inviter, she should be the one who pays? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. If a woman, she could spend all this money getting ready, but if she did the inviting, then she should pay. That's etiquette to me. Like, if I invite somebody out somewhere, I feel like they should pay. Now, let me get into that a little bit more. And I still feel like my real gentlemen out there ain't gonna let the woman pay, but I feel like who ultimately responsible,
y'all hear this?
they're gonna pay.
see, they have to lure, they have to call names and derogatory terms.
That's not derogatory terms.
Less than a man, not a gentleman.
What?
Listen.
These are definitions. They mean what they mean.
Derogatory terms. Okay.
It's not listen, Critic.
Out there,
if you say if the expectation you're gonna pay for a date, and then the woman's kind, y'all just don't vibe on that level. Y'all vibe more on a friend level, and at the end of that, you don't pay. That's not a gentleman thing to do.
How's that not? Friends split the check all the time.
But no.
Friends split the check all the time.
You tried it.
Friends split the check listen.
I can't hardly bear much more of this. What are your final highlights, thoughts on this topic?
I'm setting the record straight. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all for sharing y'all night with us. But anyways, this is what I want to let y'all know. I am not against a man paying for a woman. All I am saying is that man pays at his leisure. If he decides that he enjoyed himself enough to want to pay for that woman, that's perfectly fine. But I'm also saying if he did not enjoy himself enough to want to pay and he doesn't see a future with this woman, then why would he sit up there and pay just because people say he should? Like, that's no. I do things based upon my reasons and my reasons only. I don't let anything other than my reasons make my choices. Okay? Well, know that. Be your own person.
Okay, my final thoughts are this. If you're a gentleman and a person of character, that is not going. Can I say? Did I interrupt you? my final thought is a little. This is Analyst's little thought minute. I feel like if you're a gentleman and a person of character, that's not going to change. As long as a person is treating you with respect, it's not going to change based on whether or not you are feeling them on that level or not. Okay, it may change if you feel like you're being disrespected, but you know, y'all just didn't click like that. You're still going to be because that's just how you were raised and that's just who you are. Ladies, bring your own money. We know that out there. Bring your own money.
Please,
we know that.
You know what I'm saying? Please.
You interrupted my final minute. Listen, bring your own money because you never know how some of these men may do. And I do feel like, again, traditionally, I feel like the man should definitely pay. We talk about the first day, okay. And definitely whoever does the inviting should pay. And I do feel like even if the woman did do the inviting,
so it's a double standard?
Why you keep interrupting my final thought minute? We're going to go toe to toe. Because I can't even get my final thought. You see. Anyways, listen. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about this topic in the comment section. Let us know if y'all want us to, talk more on this. Maybe in another episode on, because we got more things we could unravel with this, but we do have to move on to the next segment. But yeah. Okay, so let's go on to the next segment. It's gonna be this one's gonna be hard too. But I'm gonna do my best to listen, respectfully when the critic is talking. Anyways, so all right, so the next segment is we wanted to share with you all a story that we ran across on Twitter. So it's about a date. A man and a woman, they went on a date, and spoiler alert, it didn't end so well in terms of the woman's perception. But look, here it goes. All right. So a woman says she went on a date, whatever night it was. She went on a date one night, and her and the guy, they went on a walk in the park. And because she hadn't had food all day, she ended up ordering some tacos. And so the guy that she was with, he also ordered some tacos as well. And so anyway, so they ate their food, and then when the bill came back, he said to the waiter or the waitress, he said, "Can I get the bills, please? Bills, plural, y'all, bills, please." And so she said she thought she heard him wrong, laughing my what off. And so the bill came back, and it was $39.95. And he told them to take the bill back and split it. And so he, when she thought she heard him wrong, when he said bills, plural with the S on the end, no, she heard him right. That's what he meant. That's what he intended. And so she says, yes, she absolutely expected him to pay for the meal on their date, because he asked her on the date. So she expected that he would pay. But she said that her intuition did, tell her, basically her intuition, because of her intuition, she went ahead and took out cash before she even got on the date. So she was prepared to have money on hand. And so what she ended up doing was she slipped the server $20 to cover her portion of the bill, and she dipped and said goodnight. So it's gonna be nerve-wracking, but I'm interested to hear the critics' thoughts and opinions on this date gone wrong? ?
Why is it a date gone wrong? Why is it not a date gone right?
No, I'm not saying that it went wrong, ? I put the question mark on it. Respect the question mark.
I don't respect the question mark. But anyways, this is the critic here. Okay, listen. For one, this guy did not invite her on a dinner date. Okay, this guy invited her for a walk in the park. She chose to go get food. So, like you said in the previous segment, the person who invites said person should then pay. He was doing her a favor by splitting the bill in the first place because he didn't even want to go get food. So he was doing her a service.
No.
For one.
He invited her on the date. You said the person that invites, he did invite her on that date.
But he invited her on for a date on the walk in the park. She the one who wanted to go get food. He didn't invite her to go get food. She wanted to go get food. Okay?
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
If she invited, then he did her a favor by saying, "Hey, I will split the bill with you because that's just the
no, she did not invite him. He invited to the park date, but she decided to get food, and he got food too. So you can't say she invited him for food.
Okay, but he didn't invite her for food either, so that's why he wanted to split. Exactly. So, anyways, back. So this are women cliches or cookie cutters? Because I've heard stuff like this all the time. Oh, my intuition. Okay, so if your intuition told you that, why your intuition didn't tell you don't go on a date in the first place?
Why? Intuition told her what? When her intuition told her to bring out money?
So if that's the case, why your intuition didn't tell you don't come? Why didn't you? Because you wanted
your intuition food. Should always tell you to make sure you are that you bring money.
No, your intuition didn't tell you nothing. You wanted a free meal off of this man, and that's what you thought you was going to get. And then you thought you were just
Why you
balling.
gotta be all negative with it? She wanted a free meal. She was on a date.
Excuse
What do
me.
you mean she
Can I
wanted
have
a
my
free
turn?
meal?
Can I have my turn? Can I have my
Oh,
turn?
the way you gave me my turn.
Can I have my turn?
You
Thank
gotta
you.
give
Can
respect to
I?
get
Okay.
respect.
Okay. Can I have my turn? Thank you.
You interrupted me like a million times.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to educate you and let y'all know. Don't let this society try and brainwash you into doing things their way. Do things your way for your reasons. Okay. This man wanted to get to know this woman. Okay. He took her on a walk in the park. That's fine. If he wanted to take her to dinner, he would have took her to dinner. But he didn't want to take her to dinner. She wanted to go get some food. So if you want to go get you some food, you go get you some food. And I want to go get me some food, I'm gonna go get me some food. So don't then see, what is this? What do you call it? What do you call it? Entitlement. You know what? Women now are very entitled. Listen, I understand women are great. Okay. I actually believe this. Women, listen, come closer, listen. I actually believe that women are God's greatest creation. But guess what? You're not his only creation. So listen, you need to understand the world don't revolve around you and all your needs.
But why are you equating this date to the world revolving around?
Because it's another notch in the belt of a woman of trying to be and so entitled that this man can't even split. He ain't asked you to pay for him. Okay. He asked for you to pay for you what you got. And for who getting $39 tacos for one, and then the $20 didn't then pay for your half of the tip. So then he had to leave your half of the tip.
I thought about that too. I ain't gonna front. I did thought about it.
Exactly. So you're cheap. You're cheap.
I'm not calling her cheap. But look,
cheap.
I'm interested to say my opinion. Listen. I want to say this though. Okay, I gotta say this. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, my opinion now. You do you. You live your life. This is just the analyst's opinion. I feel as though a first date, a park date is unacceptable. No to the park dates. Like no. Don't be going on no park date. Like, wow. Then be more creative. Don't be offering no park dates. I don't care who offered. No, a park date, that's a cute later on date. A first date, we not doing the park date. Say no to park dates. Okay, that's my first opinion. That's just, unless we're talking about the high school, early college. Maybe crowd, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But wow. grown folks know the park date. So
another derogatory.
But I will say this, I don't think we disagree as much on this particular scenario, because I do really feel like this strongly. Like, okay, girl, I do think the man should pay and all that, but all right, and I don't agree with first date as the park date, but you accepted a park date. So if you accepted a park date, you can't try to turn a park date into a dinner date. You just can't. You accepted park date center. A park date include walking, talking, sightseeing, holding hands, maybe. You know what I mean? That's what a park date include. A park date don't include tacos. So, if he had invited you on a dinner date and he didn't pay, I would take issue with that. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't invite you on a dinner date. He invited you on a park date. So you can't, I do agree, you can't try to turn a park date into a dinner date. That's how I feel. So, you gotta, that's how I feel. But on the other hand, so I do feel that way. I also, on the other hand, kind of feel like it was just $20. So I do kind of feel like, I would
$20 of this man's hard-earned money.
I would feel like, if it just, okay, he's not wrong for not paying at all. I want to say that 100%. But I do kind of feel like it's not like it was a surprise $100. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just $20.
Okay, 20 to some is 100 to others. 20 to some is 100 to others.
If 20 is 100 to you, maybe it's not a good time to date right now.
Okay, but who's to say when it's a good time to date for somebody else?
I think you need to be ready to date. That includes
What's it to be ready? What's it to be ready when he offered her a park date?
Listen, that's a whole, we could talk about on another episode what would make you be ready, to officially date or whatever. But yeah, but at least she did bring her own money and did pay. You know what I'm saying? Because She should have paid. Again, I do believe she should have paid because, again, like I already said, he didn't offer he didn't offer for a dinner date, you know? And so yeah, she gotta kind of
She got to be. You mean she got to be a woman? She got to be a woman, and that yeah.
No. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be a woman. That's what you agreed to. So you can't try to switch it up now.
Absolutely.
Like I said, it'd be a totally different story if off gate they were supposed to go on a dinner date. So I don't know. She tried to slide that in there. I don't know. Like I said, you know.
Like I said, women always mysterious.
What do you mean women are mysterious?
Women are mysterious. You just never know what you're going to get. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, you want to take her to a park date. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, she want to go get $50 tacos, and she's saying her intuition told her
she didn't get $50 tacos. Her half was 20.
Listen. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is my mic drop. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is my mic drop. Everybody, pay attention closely. Listen, I'm gonna walk y'all through this, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But listen, this guy invited her on a park date, correct? Correct.
Yeah.
So if he invited her on a park date, why would you then need money for a park date? You premeditated going to a restaurant. You are premeditated.
It wasn't a restaurant, probably like a little taco stand, but all right.
It don't matter. Why did you go to the ATM? Listen, this date was a free date. Why would you go get money for something free? If this was a crime.
Okay, how about this? Since we playing devil's advocate clearly here, how about this? What if she was thinking, all right, I know what park we're going to, and I know what is at the park, including food stands, ice cream stands, or whatever. And maybe if you want to play devil's advocate, maybe she thought that could include that. We're going on a walk in the park. We're going to walk by ice cream stands, popsicle stands, food stands. I'm just saying, if we're going to talk about she was premeditating by bringing money and stuff, maybe they knew they was going to a park that had things available to purchase, including food.
Objection. You want to know why? You want to know why I object?
What?
Because clearly in the story, it clearly says on line 5, section 3, highlighted, it says, the waiter. Last time I checked, food trucks don't have waiters. That's what I'm saying. So, that again, she premeditated this whole thing because she didn't like the guy in the first place. She just wasn't woman enough to tell him.
Say, okay, I said waiter. They didn't specify server or whatever. So I don't know.
So now
I'm just letting you know since we're going back to line 5, section blah blah blah. I'm letting you know what that section.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I say, when the woman's in the wrong, it's always that little backtrack.
Look, you ain't gonna go on topic. Listen. But I will say this though, I don't think it was nothing wrong. Tell me your opinion with her leaving the date. I mean, she realized that he wasn't the person for her, you know, because I guess the person for her, you know, wouldn't have had a problem paying for the date, you know. And I feel like, so that's the thing. I feel like he wasn't wrong for not paying, but also feel like she was not wrong for being bothered by that because she feels like the person she wants to date and be with, you know, shouldn't have a problem with that. And that's how I do feel. At the end of the day, despite my opinions as an analyst, I do feel like at the end of the day, you got to live your life for you. And I do feel as though whatever your expectations are of a person you're going to date, you should stay true to that, whether other people agree with that or not. And there's a lid for every pot. So you know, that's how I feel. So if she didn't want to date him because he wouldn't pay, I feel like that's perfectly fine. She'll find somebody that meets her qualifications. And also, if he didn't want to pay and didn't like the fact that she assumed that he would, that's totally fine as well. You know, what are your kind of final thoughts?
I like how you just nicely colored her picture in, you know, did a little
Tell me your final thoughts. Don't worry about mine. What's your final thoughts? All I'm saying is
this man deserves better. He deserves a woman who's not going to premeditately set him up on a fake a fake little, oh, I'm gonna drop this 20 to the waiter, blah blah blah. Come on, man. Come on now. You didn't leave the tip, lady. You're cheap. You're cheap. Okay.
Maybe she felt like he got
It
it.
doesn't matter.
I don't know.
No. He wanted to split the bill, and he has every right to split the bill.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
Right to split the bill,
just because if a man makes a decision for himself, you do not have the right to get mad at him for making a decision for himself.
No. Who said that she was mad? She just said,
oh, so why she leave? Why
did she leave? Because
why
she got the right
leave?
to leave.
Why did she
Listen
leave?
now, if we got men out here that's inviting people on dates, and if they don't want to be with the person or go to the next level of the date, they can decide not to pay. Then women can choose to leave a date when she wants to leave. At least she didn't just leave and not pay. She paid her part.
Okay, she better have paid, or she was going to find her behind in jail. She would have found her behind in jail because he would have paid for his. Any other final
thoughts, Critic, before we...
Listen, my final thoughts is this. Listen, do not let society pressure you. Don't let women pressure you. Don't let men pressure you. Listen, if you feel like you need to make a solo decision for yourself and your well-being, that's what you do. You don't let anybody pressure you into making a decision that doesn't benefit you. Because guess why? This is your life, and you have to live with the results every single day. Everybody else, they could, I guess, try to forecast your future. You have to live your future. Okay? Know that. Okay. This came from the Critic.
Okay, and I just want to add a little bit more. Ladies, value yourself. Expect more. Expect more. 2020, 2021, etc. Expect more. Expect more. Gentlemen, salute. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Okay. Gentlemen.
All right.
Y'all better listen. Put you up on game.
Listen. Okay.
Okay, so moving on to our next segment. Okay. Here we each have 3 things that we should expect from males and females when you go on a first date. Number 1. I feel like when a guy goes on a first date, he expects to have a woman show up and put a smile on his face with, her beauty as well as her conversation.
Okay.
Number 2, I feel like he expects to learn things about her. You have to be open and welcoming. Number 3, I say he expects to probably make future plans, because when I went on, good or great first dates, I always insinuate, things in terms of us getting together in the future, So I feel like, you make me want to spend time with you again. So, whatever you could get from that. And, here's the analyst.
Yes. So my top 3 things that I think that a woman that dates men would expect on from them on a first date is, first of all, a man with a plan. Women love a man with a plan. Okay, so y'all step into this. You guys out there, if you're listening, you date women. Listen to this. Okay, women love a man with a plan. So show up on time. Look good. I know the lady's gonna look good. So you look good, smell good. We love that. Be creative. You don't always have to throw a whole bunch of money at something, but be creative. That you could get more points in terms of being creative, than spend a lot of money. But be a man with a plan. Look good. Show up on time. Smell good. And because the lady's gonna do her part. She's gonna, she's gonna make sure she looks good, she smells good, etc. So anyway, that's my number 1. Be a man with a plan. Okay, women love that. Number 2, be a gentleman. I separated that from number 1. So in terms of like how open the doors, you want to be the ambassador for yourself. So you'll show the best version of yourself. I know you're already a gentleman, but show her just how much of a gentleman you are. So be kind, be sweet. All of these things. And number 3, have some good conversation. Nobody wants to go on a dry date where you're just standing there looking at each other, nobody is giving any good conversation. Nobody wants to be bored, so, have something to talk about, ask good questions, be a great listener, just give good conversation. So I think those are the top 3 things that a woman that dates a man would expect on a first date and would really enjoy. All right, y'all. And so that's MatterFactly. Thank y'all so much for your support of our podcast series, Love, Hate Matters. We really appreciate you listening. If you like this content, please make sure you smash that like button for us before you go. It really helps us out a lot.
And don't forget to subscribe, share with a friend, hit the bell so you know the next time we'll post.
Okay. And most definitely comment down below, as we want to hear your thoughts and opinions too.
And then again, we're best friends. There's no hard feelings, nothing but good conversation and dialogue.
Right. Yeah. So, definitely want to let y'all know, we don't always agree. Sometimes we disagree, so we want y'all to see and, hear our honest perspectives and opinions too. But, we just having fun with this. And so we thank y'all for rocking with us and having fun with us as well.
Until next time.
Until next time.